We are a community built on opportunity, on hustle, on kindness, compassion, and grit. We believe that hard work, talent, and perseverance should mean a shot at getting ahead, not struggling to get by. We defy inequality. We turn a no into an ice cream empire, a flower shop, a nail salon, a way to send our kids to college. We show up every day to cut hair, mow lawns, bake cakes, and build bicycles. We dare to dream, to see opportunities beyond limitations. We are the people who come together and say, yes, yes to opportunity, to talent and toil, to small businesses, to jobs, to women, to resilience, to innovation, to tenacity, to diversity, to progress, to equality, to love. We can build stronger communities. We can help drive economic mobility for ourselves and our neighbors, not just for now, but forever. Not just for me, but for all, not because we can, but because we must. Consider your talent, your resources. You are the people, and we, the People of Opportunity Fund, welcome.
Hey, everybody, and thanks for joining us on one very special night to support small businesses as they do their part to prevent the spread of COVID-19 by closing and honoring shelter-in-place orders. I'm your host, Andy Cohen. Tonight's going to be fun, inspiring, and leave you hopeful for a strong Main Street recovery for small businesses across the country. Thanks to your participation, we're making this the internet's largest cocktail and dinner party. I have my cocktail. Do you have yours? We're supporting small business relief during the pandemic. Everyone at home and who isn't at home, go live right now on Instagram, Marco Polo, Twitter, TikTok, whatever you've been playing with the last few weeks. Invite your friends who aren't already at the party to join us. Tell us in the comments throughout the show what's your favorite small business that you're rooting for. Let's keep them in our hearts tonight as we get things started. Again, thanks to all of you at home for being here with us, and thanks for giving what you can to keep small businesses strong. We are here to raise funds for Acción Opportunity Fund, the nation's leading nonprofit supporting small businesses for over 25 years. Every dollar we raise tonight goes to support their Small Business Relief Fund, which provides critical financial relief and assistance to small businesses impacted by COVID-19, especially women, minority, and immigrant-owned businesses. We're going to be joined tonight by two incredible women, Deanna Sison and Alicia Villanueva, who are hustling to keep their businesses alive during these difficult times. And there's one woman, Luz Urrutia, I hope I got that right. She's going to tell me in a second, who's working hard to support Deanna, Alicia, and thousands of other businesses by raising a $50 million fund to help these folks respond to and recover from the economic fallout our country is experiencing. And we're making cocktails with Death and Company beverage director Tyson Bueller and cooking with none other than Top Chef Season 9 fan favorite Nyesha Arrington. I'm also excited to reunite with Natasha Case, queer ice cream icon and co-founder of Cool House, who bartended on Watch What Happens Live once before. You know, everything pre-COVID feels like a million years ago, and Natasha and I have both become parents since the last time we chatted. Everyone who RSVP'd for the party is automatically entered to win this year's supply of free ice cream from Cool House. Now, this is amazing. If you just joined the live stream, you can still RSVP and enter to win before the show ends. Tonight is about honoring the hustle, grit, and resilience of the nation's Main Street entrepreneurs as we eat, drink, and give to keep local businesses strong. The bottom of the screen is the website you can visit at any time during the program to make a donation directly to support our small business relief efforts. I want to kick things off with Tyson Bueller. I don't know about you guys at home, but a cocktail sounds pretty good right now. Tyson's a creative genius behind Death and Company in New York City. He is the 2015 U.S. winner of the world-class bartending competition, trained first as a chef at Le Cordon Bleu in Arizona. He fell in love with guest interaction and creative freedom he finds behind the bar. He uses his formal culinary training to push the boundaries of cocktails for his guests at Death and Company. I'm excited to welcome him to the program. Hey, Tyson, how you doing? You look great. I can't hear you, but you look great. Um, who knows? Well, I'm going to talk to you, and hopefully we will be able to hear you. This is a party to support small business relief, and I hear you're going to make us a cocktail. So I want to get the party started. Let's see, Tyson, hopefully you're going to ditch your AirPods, and you're going to tell us what you are making tonight. Okay, I'll tell you what I'm having tonight. This is fairly low rent. This is a Fresquila. This is my drink. It's tequila and Fresca. I mean, it's pretty simple. I don't need a cordon bleu chef to teach me how to make it. Pour the tequila in, and then you pour the Fresca in. Okay, let's try Tyson again. Hey, Tyson, can you hear me? Well, I don't think we can. Okay. Well, by the way, I just want to say there's so many. I live in the West Village of New York City, and there are so many small businesses that, to me, New York City is built on small businesses. Take a look at this video.
Right now, I've completely closed down 2 businesses and operating just one.
When the order came in, we decided to close the places completely.
My revenue is down by 90%, and I've had to lay off 85% of my employees.
We let go, about 90% of our staff the day that we let everyone go. I mean, that day was probably one of the sad days of my life.
My husband, he tried to tell me they closed the business. Maybe it's not worth it. Start waiting, waiting every day.
It's been overwhelming just to catch our breaths to figure out how we were going to continue operating or what we were going to do took a little bit of time.
All right. Returning to the theme of cocktails a bit, we're gonna get to Tyson in a little bit. Our next guest is the owner of a bar music venue, Victory Hall, as well as 2 restaurants, Mestiza Taqueria and Little Skillet in San Francisco. Deanna Sison employs 25 workers across her 3 businesses before COVID-19 shut down 2 of her businesses and left a skeleton crew operating a limited takeout menu from Little Skillet near the Giants ballpark. I think we've all been worried about our local restaurants during this crisis, curious how they're coping and concerned in the long haul. Tonight, we're honoring their true fight to get through this by raising funds to support small business relief. Throughout the evening, on the bottom of your screen, you're going to see a website you can visit at any time during the show to make a donation directly to support our small business relief efforts. It's my pleasure now to bring in Deanna to share in the party with us tonight. Hey, Deanna, are you there?
Hi, I'm here. Hi, everyone at home.
Hey, listen, where are you and how's it going?
Well, it's going, and tonight I'm at Mestiza Taqueria. This is one of my 3 locations. We're actually fully closed here for now, but we're still doing a little takeout and delivery at Little Skillet. Also have pivoted to doing some meal boxes, which many of you are enjoying tonight. So yeah, that's what
I
I'm
hear
up to.
that I hear some folks in San Francisco are eating food that you made and delivered to. What'd you make?
Let's see. So in the box, we have a tomato basil tartlet with a little bit of a balsamic glaze. We have Little Skillet's famous fried chicken. So creamy mac and cheese, a refreshing kale slaw to go with it, and to end things on a sweet note, we baked off some fresh cookies.
Oh, you're killing me here. Well, to all the chefs who prepared meals for guests at home tonight, we can't thank you enough. They are all hashtag opportunity funded restaurants. We know your support means so much right now. Deanna, your strength and determination are truly admirable. What were those first few weeks like as you sorted out what to do with your business and your employees?
I mean, it was crazy. The first few days of shelter in place were maybe some of the toughest I've ever faced as a business owner. In just a matter of a few days, I had to fully shut down 2 of my 3 businesses.
Oh my
I laid
God.
off close to 20 employees, had to part ways for momentarily, and that was really heart-wrenching. I had to figure out how to even operate just one business and keep some income going. Spent a lot of days trying to access financial support and, going down that windy path, all the while caring for a couple school-aged kids. So, there were a lot of
Wow.
critical decisions to be made in such a short amount of time. Everything was so uncertain.
Talk to me about support you're
yeah.
getting. Are you getting any support?
Well, Opportunity Fund was one of the first organizations to reach out, and it was such a huge relief to even get help there. They immediately gave me some relief of a small business loan that I had.
Yeah.
So it was a huge weight, definitely a huge weight off of my shoulders.
Did you get a
Then it's
loan from
just,
the Small Business Administration?
well, yeah, I was just about to say that, it took many days to try to access financial support. And I was able to get 2 loans approved for 2 of my businesses. The third one here, actually at Mestiza, we're still waiting, anxiously for any kind of support. So we're still hopeful. We're hoping something will come down the pipeline.
Wow. By the way, do people tell you you look like Chrissy Teigen?
No, oh my gosh. I don't think I've ever heard that one
Totally.
before, but thank you.
Really? Oh my
Yeah.
God. It was the first thing I thought. I was like, oh my God, Chrissy's
What?
here. Yes.
That's
Well,
awesome.
listen,
Thank
I mean,
you.
I
Thanks.
can't tell you how much I admire what you're doing. This is a situation most of us obviously have never faced before. You're doing it with great grace.
Thank you.
And I want to thank you for being here with us tonight and, sharing your experience and for your determination to make it through this. It's really inspiring.
Yeah, thank you. I really wanted to be here tonight, just in my support of Opportunity Fund. They've had my back throughout the years, not just now, but throughout the years as I've dreamed and launched and grown all of my businesses. So, to everyone at home, if you're able, please donate to support all of our small businesses. It's going to be a tremendous amount of work for this continued relief effort. So anything makes a difference. So thank you for having me.
We are all rooting for you, Deanna. And it's great to hear your story. That is Deanna Sassone at Little Skillet in San Francisco. She makes a great point. There are 30 million small businesses in the US. As many as 44% of them had to close to do their part in this effort against COVID-19. Deanna is just one of the small business owners grappling with what this means for her family, her hard work over all these years, and her employees who are like family. So I want to bring in Accion Opportunity Fund Board Chair Greg Avis to the show.
Hi, Andy. Thanks for supporting this awesome evening. We're so appreciative of your support. As you all know, small businesses, particularly those in underserved communities, are really hurting from the effects of COVID-19. And it's really a privilege for me to chair Opportunity Fund and to be involved in this evening. And I want to thank the individuals and organizations that are supporting Accion Opportunity Fund's Small Business Relief Fund. Those include founding support from Wells Fargo. Others include eBay, Google, Slack, Bank of America, JP Morgan Chase, NASDAQ, and Crankstart. We have regional support from Silicon Valley Community Foundation. And finally, thanks to tonight's Chef's Table presenting sponsor, Silicon Valley Bank, as well as US Bank and Coca-Cola, who have joined Anne and me, along with many others, in supporting this wonderful event. We're so grateful to all of you. But most importantly, I want to thank our clients, those employees and owners of small businesses who have persevered and worked so hard through this crisis to make ends meet and to serve their customers. I'm going to tell you a very quick story about a woman named Alicia, who you will meet later this evening. As many of you know, I've taught school in East Palo Alto for quite some time, and in mid-March, when this shelter-in-place order started, we all of a sudden had 300 students that did not have access to breakfast and lunch. Luz helped connect Alicia with the school, and as a result, for the last 2.5 months, Alicia has been serving 200 meals a night to the families and students at Eastside. Just an example of her incredible hard work and ambition. After she lost virtually all of her customers as a result of the shelter-in-place orders, she's now had time to rebuild her business. And we're just so proud of her. And by the way, she makes the very best tamales in the world. So you'll hear more from her this evening. We're very grateful to tuning in and joining us to help small businesses keep going. Have a great evening and stay healthy and have a fun night.
All right. That is powerful. And I guess I'm left reflecting myself these days about how there's so much uncertain. I mean, when will this end? How do we repair? What are we left with? But I know that business owners rebuild, retool, and that the entrepreneurial drive at the heart of the American spirit and promise held in the American dream is not going anywhere. Now it's my pleasure to bring out Luz Urrutia, the CEO of Axion Opportunity Fund. Luz is an advocate and champion for small businesses, pioneering financial services that expand the reach of Wall Street all the way to Main Street. She's been an advisor to the Federal Reserve, the Treasury Department, the Consumer Financial Protection Bureau, and been named Banker of the Year and Latina of the Year. There's one person who knows what small businesses need to survive this crisis and how to get the job done. It's Luz. Hi, Luz. How are you? Oh boy, I don't think that I can hear her, but I hope that it's just me. Can you hear me, Luz? Can you hear me?
I can hear you.
Oh, good. I hear you now perfectly. Listen, thank you for your work supporting small businesses. Everyone's hurting so much right now. We are giving away a year's worth of free ice cream tonight from Cool House, which is a business opportunity fund to help get started. And now Natasha, the founder, is on your board. It seems like you have the ultimate ice cream hookup. Do you have free ice cream for life yourself?
No. We try to give, not take. But everyone watching at home that registered for the party online is automatically entered to win. So if you just joined the live stream, you can still RSVP and enter to win before the show ends.
Luz, am I entered to win?
You sure can enter to win. Absolutely.
Okay, good. So Luz, you run the leading nonprofit in the country providing funding and support to small businesses. Tell me, I mean, the last few months must have been very chaotic. What has it been like for you?
You know, Andy, the past 2 months have been really, really very difficult. As soon as we shuttered our stores, sheltered at home, and started to see what was evolving, we recognized 3 things. First, that our small business customers were going to need us now more than ever to survive this crisis. Second, we didn't have much time to respond. It all came so quick. And we were going to need a significant amount of financial and people resources to help our customers survive and weather the storm. And third, we also needed to start planning for how we would play a role in helping to rebuild Main Street and revive the economy once this immediate crisis is over. So in late March, we started to receive thousands of daily calls from existing customers and new small business owners, all of whom were reaching out, calling for help. In early April, with help of the Silicon Valley Community Foundation, we launched our Small Business Relief Fund, which aims to raise $50 million, of which $13 million has already been raised from individual donors across 35 states, along with institutional funders and foundations, both regionally and nationally. We are deeply, deeply grateful to all of our Acción Opportunity Fund supporters who have responded in this time of great need. This fund provides critical financial relief and technical assistance to small businesses impacted by COVID-19, especially women, minority, and immigrant-owned businesses, all that were left behind by the PPP program. The funds we have raised so far have helped Opportunity Fund to defer loan payments and provide new loans to over 3,100 of our existing small business clients within the past 2 months. And this fund has also helped Acción Opportunity Fund to reach more than 5,000 small business owners in 36 states with online educational resources to help them navigate business challenges that they are facing and help them to reopen.
Wow. This is great. And did I hear correctly that Ariana Grande and Jennifer Aniston both are supporting the Small Business Relief Fund?
That's right. I tell you, Andy, we're really in unusual times. The recognition and importance of small businesses to our economy is now more heightened than I can recall in my entire career. Something Opportunity Fund has really done for the past 25 years, supporting and advocating for small businesses. We all have our favorite restaurant, a nail salon, the person who cuts our hair, and these businesses matter to us, and now they matter more than ever. We can all relate to them and worry about what is happening to the owners, to their families, to their employees of these very small businesses right now. And, yes, the response so far has been inspiring. It's been surreal. Here I am talking to Andy Cohen, for heaven's sakes, it's kind of like a dream come true. Tonight,
Yeah, right.
Yeah, it is. It is. Tonight is a fun way for each of us to do something important that really, really matters. Everyone's support will make a huge difference to small business owners and their employees who have been devastated by this pandemic. And I want to thank everyone making donations online right now. And so far, thanks to your generosity, we're making great progress towards our goal for tonight.
Listen, for folks who think the bills Congress has passed to stimulate the economy, even those targeted at small businesses, will solve the crisis, is that true? Set us straight on that.
Look, Andy, it was a huge effort to deploy the amount of money that the Small Business Administration deployed in a period of about 6 weeks. But we have to recognize that the federal response helped mostly the larger, stronger businesses, even franchises. The mom and pops, the independent contractors, sole proprietors that you and I go to, that we think of as a small business, many of them did not get 1 penny of those federal loans because most of them didn't have a banking relationship established that could help them with the applications, or they're immigrant business owners who just don't have the required documentation.
Wow. Well, we met Deanna earlier, and I understand there's another special person, Alicia, we're about to meet. She's special to you, right? Tell us about her.
Yes, Greg mentioned her, Alicia. She's a special person. And when we all hear from her in a moment, I think you all will agree. Alicia embodies the American entrepreneurial spirit. Before COVID, she was hitting her stride with a business that was 10 years in the making, a ton of her sweat, determination, perseverance, and a fabulous tamales. Alicia started out making tamales and selling them door to door. And she was a house cleaner by day, and her husband, Pedro, was a painter. Nights and weekends, she made her tamales. She strapped her young baby on her back, hold hands with Pedro Jr., then a toddler, and off they went, walking around the neighborhood selling tamales. And Andy, if you have not tried Alicia's tamales, you must. They are the best tamales you will ever taste.
Right.
With help from many of us in the community, but mostly because of Alicia and her resolve, her business took off. Opportunity Fund funded her first tamale cart, and then she sold them at the farmer's market. But the pinnacle of Alicia's success came last year when she was making 40,000 tamales a month from her factory and selling them all around town in catering contracts with Google, Twitter, Facebook, you name it. The woman had arrived. And then she landed the contract to sell tamales in the Chase Center, you know, the Warriors' new arena in San Francisco. And then COVID hit. Millions of businesses like Alicia's were on the economic front lines of this crisis. They were among the first impacted with the thinnest cushion to get through this. There are 30 million small businesses in the US, and as many as 44% of those small businesses had to close to do their part in this effort to fight COVID-19. But most small businesses had only 15 days cash reserves. And almost overnight, Alicia lost all her revenue as contract after contract was canceled and suspended. Tech and corporate workers all went to work from home. But the question is, what happens to the small businesses that use to feed them? And what happens to the small business employees who feed their own families with wages they were earning in those jobs?
All good questions. And now to tell us how she's getting on these days, I want to welcome Alicia to the show. Hi there. Thanks for joining us. We know you've been very busy fighting to save your business.
Thank you so much. And thank you so much for having me here with you. It's a really big pleasure and honor to be with you and meet you too.
Thank you. Now, I got to start by saying that I've heard how amazing your tamales are. I can't wait to try them.
Thank you. And you know, they say the best tamales are stuck with love and the best people are stuck with my tamales. It's our slogan.
I love it. Now,
Yeah.
Alicia, Luz was telling us a bit about your business before. You were in the Chase Center, then catering around town to all the big companies, and then you started selling tamales door to door. I mean, this is an incredible story of hard work and real talent. What are you most proud of about the business that you built?
Okay, honey. So I'm very proud, you know, that we have 25 employees and that we create those jobs. And I'm so proud of my business. That is a family business. And my husband, Pedro, as well as my three kids, Pedro, Pablo, and Grecia, are very involved. And they just love you know, to be and take care of the business. And as well as, you know, the business helped me to put my older son in the college. And I hope, and I'm sure and confident that it's going to happen with my two younger ones. And another thing that the business purchased a home for our family. So it was a really amazing American dream. And another thing, yes, honey. And the more thing is like we start from the scratch, you know, with even little, like even a penny, nothing. It's like was a really hard work, but we are so happy and grateful, you know, to have this business. But right now, with this situation, we really have to fight with the COVID-19.
Yeah, I mean, it's incredible. You started from scratch, and then Luz mentioned you were making 40,000 tamales a month at your peak before COVID hit. Is that right?
That's right, and all by hands. And you know, we get our yeah, and our first when the business was growing, then I get supporting from opportunity funds and for a cargo van. So with this cargo van was the key for my business to take off. And then from this cargo van opened huge doors, like uh, with caters accounts and make a really good contracts. And these contracts allow us to serve Google, Twitter, Facebook, and Amazon. So it's incredible. It's like a really miracle thing that is
Wow.
happening in our life and my team.
So what was it like when everything shut down? What did you do and how are you now, Alicia?
It was scary and is scary, honey. Like right now, it's so difficult. And more than that, we, my son Pedro and me, because he works shoulder by shoulder with me. So we thought that we have to really create the best way to bring more new business and take care. The most important thing for us right now is to make the payroll for our team. And it's incredible that since this start every 2 weeks, we really was under stress because we were just fighting, to get this money. But the most beautiful thing is that we didn't lay off any of our employees. All of them are work usually 8 hours, but right now it's just we are working just 5 hours. And
Wow.
one of the things that I really appreciate so much for Opportunity Funds that they give my relief payments of my loans, and plus they really help me to get in contact with the school that we say Eastside College Prep. And so from when this started, we just serving 200 plates per day to our beautiful students and just feeding them every single day. And trust me that if this is not happen, I don't think that my business is gonna be alive. This helped me a lot, a lot. Yeah,
Wow.
yeah.
Wow. That's incredible. Tell us about Whole Foods in Williams Sonoma.
Oh, that's another amazing thing that is happened. It's like it's the this situation is like I say, we lost all the business that we had before. Is like shoot down everything. But like I say, we start to think and create new ways to get new business, and then we get already 10 markets in all here in San Francisco and by the Bay Area. They are small by Q, and we do deliveries, and then we get the Whole Foods just today. I received an email from them, from Allison, and they say that they are going to give us 13 stores to start. 13 stores.
Wow.
And Williams
That's
Sonoma, I'm on board already. So it's like really happy, really happy. And I want really you give me the opportunity to say that I encourage you and everybody to support Opportunity Funds because this is the heaven for us. And more than that, they really make a really good job for us, supporting us. And I just can say that I'm just the real testimony that they really work so hard for us, and the business is we keep alive the business and try to be afloat. And it's stressful right now,
wow.
but we are gonna make it.
Wow. You are a testament to all the great work the Opportunity Fund is doing. And Luz, you're right. Alicia is so special. What does it make you feel when you hear how hard she's working right now?
Well, frankly, a little bit emotional, but I can tell you how proud and humbled we all are to witness Alicia's perseverance right now.
Thank
Acción
you.
Opportunity Fund is here to support her in every way we can, just like we're here to support every small business that needs us. Tonight, we are raising funds to support small business relief. And we honor the hustle, the grit, the resilience of the nation's Main Street entrepreneurs as we eat, drink, and give to keep small businesses and local businesses strong. Donations will go to Acción Opportunity Fund Small Business Relief Fund, which aims to raise $50 million to provide critical financial relief and technical assistance to small businesses impacted by COVID-19, particularly women, minority, and immigrant-owned businesses left behind by the CARES Act and PPP program. As I mentioned earlier, Opportunity Fund has already provided loans and or payment relief to over 3,100 businesses, totaling nearly $20 million within the past 2 months since the crisis started. And through Acción Opportunity Fund, we've reached over 5,000 small business owners in 36 states with educational resources online to help them navigate the business challenges that they're facing and help them understand how can they reopen again. So on behalf of all small businesses, I am asking everyone tonight that is watching to please, please make a donation now and support our small business relief efforts. Thank you.
Early 2020, we were, thriving. It started picking up. Spring started kicking in. People were getting ready, getting ready to get tattooed to show off for the spring and summer.
It was exciting times. And then that calendar just started going blank.
The first couple of weeks was pretty tough. And then I just said, I gotta wake up and not just eat and watch TV and watch the news and get depressed.
I kind of went through this crazy depression. A girlfriend of mine called me. I answered the phone and she said, get out of bed. We have to figure this out. We don't have time for that. I was like, I gotta do something to at least try to save as many jobs as I can.
I put my first post out there. If anybody wants artwork, I can create some stuff. I started making masks and that just blew up.
I decided on having this pop-up. The first pop-up sold out within 24 hours. It has its disadvantages, but it also has the advantages as well. Right now, I think anything is possible.
Well, I hope you guys at home are having fun so far with us. I love it that Alicia called me honey a couple times. Looks like we did get our favorite at-home bartender back with us. Ladies and gentlemen, let's please re-welcome Tyson of Death and Company to the show. Hey, Tyson.
Hey, Andy. Hey, Andy, you can hear me?
Hey, there he is. Yes, I definitely can.
Okay.
Great to see you. This is a party to support small business relief. I hear you're going to make us a cocktail tonight. Let's get this party restarted. What are you making, man?
Absolutely. So we tonight are going to make a Negroni. I don't know about you guys all at home, but I have made more cocktails in the past 2 months than I probably had my entire life at home.
Yeah.
And personally, when I'm making drinks at home, I want something simple. I leave all the fancy stuff for at work. So when I'm at home, it's something pretty quick and easy. So tonight we're going to do a Negroni variation. So if you're not familiar with the Negroni, classic kind of Italian cafe staple, right? Gin, sweet vermouth, and Campari. And we're going to do a variation. We serve that right down here, just in my neighborhood here in Los Angeles. So at our bar down here. So we're actually going to do a little bit of tequila instead of gin in this. So we're going to start off with just
like that.
Right? Never say no to a little tequila. And along with the tequila in place of the gin, we're also going to do a little bit of mango brandy. This is really cool stuff coming out of Chicago, actually.
Ooh.
Yeah, it's they make it with fresh Mexican mangoes, and it's absolutely
This seems like you
stuff.
would have a major hangover from this.
No, not at all.
No?
There's only a little bit of sugar in this, so just a little bit. It depends on how much you're having, I suppose, Andy. 1 or 2. So instead of Campari, we're going to do a little bit of Aperol. If you've never had Aperol before, similar to Campari, so a little bit of bitter orange, but a little more rhubarb, grapefruit, a little less bitter than Campari typically is. And then a little bit of vermouth. We're going to do a white sweet vermouth here. Perfect. All right, we're going to toss a little bit of ice in here.
Do you put one of those big ice cubes in there? Oh, I want to see what ice you're using.
So we're going to use some, this is just normal ice right out of the freezer. And then don't you worry. I got the big ice here. Don't worry.
I'm sure.
All right, so that's just for stirring up. All right, so we want to get this nice and cold. We want to get a little diluted. And then what we're going to do is we're going to strain it out. And then right here in the glass, I don't know if you can see it, got a nice big chunk of ice in there. So that'll keep the drink nice and cold for a long time, so you can kind of marinate on the drink a little bit.
Nice. So how are things going at Death and Company for your colleagues, the staff, everybody?
Yeah, much like all the other restaurants and bars around the country, middle of March we shut our doors, and so we have three properties across the U.S. in Los Angeles, Denver, and New York. And the unfortunate reality is we had to lay off most of our staff, so we're looking at over 100 people. So it's certainly been a dark couple months, I think. But hearing stories like Alicia's, and knowing this industry and people in bars and restaurants are, as you said earlier, gritty and resilient people you're going to find. So we can kind of band together and support each other, and I think we'll find our way through this, and we'll come out the other end better for it, I believe. But we appreciate the support of obviously like the Opportunity Fund and yourself, Andy, for coming to join us tonight. It's really amazing to have you here.
It is my pleasure. So many of my favorite bars and restaurants are struggling. So, all the local businesses that are shut to keep everyone safe, you guys are the ones making a huge sacrifice. And we are all here tonight to support you. Tyson, thanks so much for coming on, sharing a little joy. That Negroni looks gorgeous. Have a few.
Thanks, Andy. I appreciate it.
Thanks, man. I want to also thank all of you at home. Because of your continued generosity, we're making our way towards our goal. You guys are incredible. Thank you. If you haven't donated yet and you're in a position to make a gift, please do what you can to help keep small businesses strong. Now it is my pleasure to introduce Nyesha Arrington. Nyesha was a fan favorite on Top Chef Season 9 and went on to win Knife Fight and Chef Hunter television competitions. Past restaurant projects include Leona and Native in Los Angeles. She is a steward of local produce, an absolute food waste warrior, and was named a Pass Zagat 30 Under 30 honoree. Nyesha is a true culinary artist. Hey, Nyesha, great to see you.
Hey, Andy. Thank you for having me, and welcome to all the people at home to my lovely kitchen. And we have a little sous chef today who's helping us out.
Oh, so cute.
She always
Oh my
loves
God, I
to be in
love
the
it.
kitchen.
What are you making tonight with us?
Okay, so I went to the farmer's market yesterday, and there were amazing collard greens. They look like this. I'm gonna make some dumplings, some really fun, simple collard green dumplings. I think it's easy for people with families to make them at home. And I wanted to show a fun, simple technique. For me, I just love Asian flavors and I love soupy things. So I feel like dishes like this really hug the soul.
Ooh, I like it. So what do you have there?
Okay, so basically what I have here is just a little bit of tofu. It's just basically a binder. Some braised collard greens, just slow cooked, basically chopped, and then some kimchi that is
Okay.
just lightly fermented. Something my grandmother taught me how to make when I was really young. And then you just mix everything together. Very
Okay.
gentle. Really simple.
The dog is so cute.
She's the best. She's got a little
Yeah.
apron on. Okay, so you mix all the ingredients, and then essentially we just drop it in the middle. This is a sort of thin uh, wonton wrapper. Find it anywhere, Whole Foods or any grocery store. I like to use a spray bottle of water.
Okay.
Yep, really easy. Then you basically take the wrapper, and what you do is fold the corners to create a triangle, right? Really
Yep.
simple. Then thinking what's fun for the family.
Yeah. Oh boy. I, Her Wi-Fi. You know what? I was worried that was my Wi-Fi. I'm a little relieved that it's hers, to tell you the truth. But that looks absolutely gorgeous. What she was making there. I don't know that I could. I don't know that I could. I don't know if I could pull those off. I want to go to our next guest. Before we bring her on, I am reminded of free ice cream. Okay. Everyone watching at home that registered for the party online is automatically entered to win. If you just joined the live stream, you can still RSVP and enter to win before the live show ends. Instructions are on the screen. And that leads me to our next guest. I hope we have her. I think we do. It's Natasha Case. She is a queer ice cream icon, co-founder and CEO of Cool House. Natasha's team is known for such killer flavor combos as Dirty Mint Chip, which I absolutely love, and Whiskey Lucky Charms, which I think I tried when she was on Watch What Happens Live bartending. I'm excited to reunite with her for Opportunity Fund to support small business relief tonight. Hey, Natasha.
Hey, Andy, how's it going?
Great. Good to see you. Congratulations, by the way. You're a new mom for the second time.
Yes, baby Nico was born April 17th, right in the middle of the pandemic. No big deal. And then my son was 2 years old. Yeah, it's kind of wild.
Oh my God, that's incredible. Now, did you get
by the way, being a parent since we met?
Absolutely.
Very lucky guy.
Absolutely. Now, you and Alicia share Opportunity Fund in common, right?
That's right. Yes. I also started as a client. When Freya and I were first beginning, we bought a non-drivable old mail truck. But we figured out, when we wanted to launch, we were reaching out to Coachella to, that be our first event ever. How are we going to that doesn't drive there, right? So we figured out that we got one free 200-mile tow with AAA Platinum. So we towed the truck to the desert, and that's where it all started.
Yeah. Oh my God.
And, from there, yeah, it really, took a lot of gusto, but things kind of went viral from there. And we had to expand the business into a more professional business with a reliable truck with, an engine. But at the time, as far as raising money to do that, we didn't quite need like an angel investor, nor was there the climate at the time to, kind of find that sort of money. It was still the early recession. And we also couldn't get a small business loan from a bank. So we discovered Opportunity Fund, and they also found us. And they're amazing because they really do specialize in supporting women, people of color, which is my business partner, Freya, and now wife is Filipino, immigrants, and they're very special in that way. They find people who don't have the access to capital as much. And it was just so empowering to get the money from them, to get approved for that loan. And honestly, that was the catalyst moment to be able to start to grow our brand.
That's great. Tell me where you are now.
So things have grown quite a bit. We do have a flagship scoop shop in Culver City. It is open on Postmates and Uber Eats, so you can get delivery from there. And we've expanded our truck fleet to 3 trucks in 3 cities, LA, Dallas, and New York. And the biggest growth has been Cool House ice cream sandwiches and pints in both dairy and dairy-free, for, as I call those who are not so lactose fortunate. And those are at 7,000 grocery stores, everything from Whole Foods nationwide to Publix, Sprouts, Wegmans, Ralph's, depending on where you're located. And our team is 25 people now.
Wow. Is it right that I've also heard that you're on the Opportunity Fund's board of directors?
Yes. As we've grown the business and, found success with what we're doing, a huge priority for me is to be able to give back. I joined the board about 5 years ago. And something that I'm really focusing on now is specifically supporting the women-owned brands that we're trying to fund, and not only how we can support with loans and money, but to really advise them and give that support. And that's something I've always found Opportunity Fund is about more than writing a check. So I'm having a lot of fun doing that and really trying to find, these clients. Like Opportunity Fund funds 90% people of color, 60% low to moderate income, and 30% women. That's way above the national stats of for financial lending. So I think, it's really special what we're doing.
Wow. And most of them are immigrants or the children of immigrants. And, you really are everyone's dream to grow up and be in the ice cream business. I mean, can you believe it?
If I told my 5-year-old self that I would grow up to be an ice cream lady, I don't know that I would have believed it.
How is it going for you and Freya now?
So the trucks are definitely sidelined. Our events business is on hold. I'm calling it a long nap. something I could maybe use more of, having a newborn. But people are really actually stocking up in the grocery store business, in ice cream. It gives you that special moment of kind of luxury and enjoyment when you're stuck at home. So I'm just really grateful that we're diversified.
Talk to me about what you're thinking about reopening and managing a business through the coming year.
Yeah, there's so many question marks, and I think that the folks, tonight have definitely highlighted that. There are major, major challenges out there, but I think when you're an entrepreneur, when you're a business owner, you have to see them as opportunities. This is a time to come out stronger, to carve new paths. I think we can all find new and more efficient and scalable ways to access consumers. I'm already discovering that, in the ways that we're having to pivot now. So everything's on the table. I think in chaos, there is creativity, and thinking of how we started Cool House and towing the mail truck, that's kind of how we were born. So I feel like I'm getting back to my roots here.
Talk to me about advice for any of the small business owners at home who are watching right now. Any advice for them?
I think these are, as far as business owners are concerned, like, this is kind of a moment that you read about in history books. When the dust settles and those that are ready to really act, those are going to be the household names of tomorrow. So I would just tell any business owner, really lean into that strategic thinking, but also make sure you're passionate about how you may be pivoting, because if you're just going to be working your butt off, you want to make sure that it's something really fulfilling and that you can do long term. So if you can find a way to do that, that's really key. It may look different, but if it's your passion, that will help you succeed. I think a lot of folks are really scared, but just know that uncertainty gives a chance to step back and reflect, and a chance to reimagine, or in your case, grow an amazing beard as well.
True. For everyone at home rooting for small businesses, they love to succeed. What do you say to them?
I think now's the time to go big and really give all with your heart. We've never faced anything like this, and let's work together to get through it.
Awesome. Thank you, Natasha. You're making me so hungry for ice cream. I can't handle it. Thank everyone at home. We want to show you guys another quick video. Watch this.
I do have a lot of concerns about the business, but I do have hope, because my family came here. My mom and dad came here, as immigrants. I have that immigrant mentality where it's like I work and I hustle.
I have a hope because when you have a passion for that, whenever you do, it's a passion and you're never ending.
We really put a lot of our passions into the community and supporting and nurturing the communities. We build neighborhoods. We are the lifeblood of the neighborhoods.
I mean, the way we're helping is, giving a meal every day to hospitals and nonprofits and people that are working on the front line to keep, the city going. We'll find our way out. We will.
I got a call from Opportunity Fund, and they told me, they sent me an email to check up on me.
I was really excited when I got a call from Opportunity Fund about how they were thinking outside the box.
Caring that much to just reach out. That call, man, it was huge.
Opportunity Fund has been amazing. With the current loan that I have, been able to offer some relief as far as repayment terms during this crisis.
Eric, he never forgot about me, and it was so emotional for me. He called me many times, and he left a message for me. And the message said, "Rosa, it's me, Eric. Call me. I need to talk with you." They have a loan. We can make it for all the small business, and then we apply, and thank God, in 3 days we have it approved for the loan. In this moment, it's so hard to find the help, but they give help to us, and I'm so grateful, and thank you, and blessing all of it. Thank you.
The main thing is it's honestly, it's just love over everything. It's just let's just keep it moving and be aware and be safe and just keep on loving each other.
All right. Ladies and gentlemen, I'd love to bring Naisha back to the show. Naisha, it's great to see you back again from your kitchen. Let's see if we have her. Are you there? There you are. Hi.
Hello.
So where do we leave off together with dinner? So you were folding the dumpling, right?
Correct. So that's the simplest step. We fold, I'll start a new one, in half, right? Just basically closing the sides. And then we just sort of fluff up the middle and then fold the opposite end. So we end up with this shape here.
Okay.
And so I've made a few earlier. Can you see that?
Nice. Yep.
Yeah. So, I mean, that's
gorgeous.
super, yeah.
And then what do you do with, and then what?
So then I make, 100 or so, and then
Wow.
and then I drop them in the steamer and I let them steam for about 8 minutes. And what I've been doing is saving all of my trim from vegetables or things that I have, carrots, celery, onions, just odds and ends, throw them in the freezer. And when I have a bunch, I'll make stock out of that and just have it on hand.
Ooh.
It's so good. So that's totally, being a waste warrior. I think that's really important. So then I drop the wontons in the broth because I just love soupy, brothy things.
Yeah, yum.
Yes.
Oh, you're killing me here.
Right?
I
And
want
these
some
are
so bad. Yes.
Yes. I mean, it's so delicious. But like, this is that stuff that like really hugs your soul. And yeah, so I'm a big spice advocate. I also grow some amazing chives in my garden. So I picked these beautiful chive blossoms. And so I'll drop in a few beautiful blossoms. And then I make this awesome sauce that is kind of like a soy chili sauce, if you will. And so I'll allow it to ferment. I've been using this batch actually for about 5 years. So I make a mother and then I sort of add a little bit of the batch to the next round.
Ooh, the mother.
Yeah. So my grandmother was the one to teach me how to cook mostly. So I think it's a way to sort of preserve her legacy and
that looks so good, Naisha.
It's so good. And it smells
Wow,
amazing.
you make it look really easy too, by the way. How are you, by the way? How are you doing during quarantine? What have you been up to?
I've been, pivoting. That's like the word, like a lot of the guests and people in the restaurant and food space. I mean, I run a small business and and all of my events were canceled. I took the opportunity to really nurture my soul, honestly, Andy, and really, after going 18 years steadfast to perfecting my craft in the industry, I was standing at a cutting board or standing in front of a brigade of a kitchen and running my business. And so it's the first opportunity that I've had to sort of hit pause and go within and do some nurturing to my soul. So, I've been painting this, I painted this, I'm still working on it, but I've been,
excuse me. Oh, I love it.
Oh, thank you. But yeah, I've been doing some painting, bless you. Of course, rearrange my place a bunch, playing with my dog. We just got a new kitten 4 days ago. And
ooh, that's good.
Yeah, he's super cool. So Ginger's a big sister now. Yeah, going to the farmer's market, and cooking a lot at home. Yeah.
Absolutely. Well, thank you, Naisha, for sharing your cooking and yourself with everyone tonight. It was a real treat. Great to see you.
Absolutely. Great to see you too.
You look fantastic. Okay, thank you, Naisha. I hope everyone has had fun drinking and donating and eating and donating along at home tonight. We appreciate you guys coming along with us during our tech issues. I am so grateful that my Wi-Fi held out. I have been thinking it wasn't going to happen. So there you go. I want to thank you guys so much and everyone who contributed during the show. I just learned that we did reach our goal over $200,000. You guys, that is amazing. Because of your generosity tonight, that puts our relief fund at over $13.5 million. But there is so much work to do to support small businesses like the people you've met tonight. Please keep your donations coming, and let's get to that raffle winner. I want to know who just won a year's supply of ice cream from Cool House and a signed cookbook. Congratulations to Annie McAllister. Oh my God, Annie McAllister. I know who I'm calling for an ice cream date. You can watch this again on Opportunity Fund's YouTube channel if you missed from the beginning or simply can't get enough. And leave us a comment. Tell us which small business you're rooting for, and let's hold them in our hearts. I am your host, Andy Cohen, live from the Hamptons outside of New York City. And thank you guys at home for joining us tonight. Thanks for giving what you can to keep small businesses.
A community built on
growing.
Opportunity,
Okay.
on hustle, on
All
kindness, compassion, and grit.
Done.
We believe that hard work, talent, and perseverance should mean a shot at getting ahead, not struggling to get by. We defy inequality. We turn a no into an ice cream empire, a flower shop, a nail salon, a way to send our kids to college. We show up every day to cut hair, mow lawns, bake cakes, and build bicycles. We dare to dream, to see opportunities beyond limitations. We are the people who come together and say, yes, yes to opportunity, to talent and toil, to small businesses, to jobs, to women, to resilience, to innovation, to tenacity, to diversity, to progress, to equality, to love. We can build stronger communities. We can help drive economic mobility for ourselves and our neighbors, not just for now, but forever. Not just for me, but for all, not because we can, but because we must. Consider your talent, your resources. You are the people, and we, the people of Opportunity Fund, welcome. We are a community built on opportunity, on hustle, on kindness, compassion, and grit. We believe that hard work, talent, and perseverance should mean a shot at getting ahead, not struggling to get by. We defy inequality. We turn a no into an ice cream empire, a flower shop, a nail salon, a way to send our kids to college. We show up every day to cut hair, mow lawns, bake cakes, and build bicycles. We dare to dream, to see opportunities beyond limitations. We are the people who come together and say, yes, yes to opportunity, to talent and toil, to small businesses, to jobs, to women, to resilience, to innovation, to tenacity, to diversity, to progress, to equality, to love. We can build stronger communities. We can help drive economic mobility for ourselves and our neighbors, not just for now, but forever. Not just for me, but for all, not because we can, but because we must. Consider your talent, your resources. You are the people, and we, the people of Opportunity Fund, welcome.